Hi, this is Emmy at the Startup Vlog. I'm having a little bit of problems videoing taping today. And as you can tell, I'm a weekly, um, sporadic, but weekly. So you will see me weekly, just sporadically. I have been working diligently. I have 2,000 people, almost 2,000 people on the Facebook page now. And that's been growing so nicely. People are wonderful. And I have a volunteer now who is helping me put everything into German. So it's in English and German now. All posts, or majority of the posts now during the week will be in English and German. And we're doing that because we are in Germany. But a quarter of the artists are not German, so that works out fine. And Germans are so smart that most of them know English anyways, but it's just nice to do things in your own language. I asked them on Monday if they wanted to have a forum. They said yes, so I'm right now in the process of creating a forum for them. And the calendar will go up tomorrow if the button's ready. I'm using a startup company in Baltimore because gotta support those startups. It's kind of expensive, but right now mostly schools are using it. And I thought, well, if the schools are using it, because schools are pretty conservative, so that'll be set up. And then we still have the photo gallery on Fridays. So those are all working well. And now that I have 2,000 people on the site, they can, I'm having the open ID for the sign in for the forum, so they can just use their Facebook ID if they have one. Otherwise, they can just sign up for the forum. They don't have to be part of Facebook. But just make it easy for them. I'm not a big fan of OpenID, not at all. But I can understand the distaste of having more than one password. But I personally like having lots of passwords. I don't necessarily like the fact that it's set up like that. But we'll do it for now and we'll see how it works. If I have too much problems with spammers, then we will eliminate the OpenID. But I will keep it open for now. One of the websites that I really like has it where they just gave a specific name and ID to people who emailed them. Now, I have only 2,000 people, so I could technically do that and say, if you're interested in being in the forum, just email me. And I'll do that if we have too much problem with spam. But at this point, I'm willing to, because we're such a targeted audience. And the spam guards are pretty good now. And I may ask a couple people if they want to monitor the forums to make sure that they stay clean and, nothing overly critical or stuff like that. One of the nice things about having a forum, because on Facebook I'm not allowing them to talk to each other on the page. They can talk in the replies, but they're not allowed to post things or anything like that. I'm keeping that pretty limited. But in the forums they can do whatever, they can bring up any topic they want, they can have discussions, all of that they can do in the forums. I also think the forums are great because then they can critique each other's artwork there in a safe environment, which is not, because Facebook is open, so anyone can come in and say blah blah blah. And but this one allows anyone to put up a picture and say, okay, I need a critique of this, and feel safe, like they can feel safe in the group that is there. I try to go to a couple of critiques in real life, and I think it's hard because, I think it's hard to critique someone's work in person, especially if you don't know that person really well, because you don't know how they're going to respond. Because I'm always willing to give critique, constructive and open and honest about how I feel about something, and not like a personal, like, oh, in my opinion, should be green. And just like a composition and like their technique or whatever. It's not a problem. I had a wonderful week this week, and checking time. I had a wonderful week. I helped Newton, and we've talked about her before. I'm going to start talking about her on Busybaiter because I helped her this week come up with an idea, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Oh, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that she pursues this idea because it is so cool. It is so cool. Like she said to me, oh, I want to start a company, and I want it to be having to do with photo collaging. She's like, I want to sell photo collages. I'm like, okay. So I sat down with her on Tuesday, and we were talking about photo collaging, and then she's like, it's not my passion. I was like, why the hell are we talking about this then? If it's not your passion, you don't start a startup You don't start a company. So her passion actually is nonprofit, helping people in third worlds. And so she was telling me what she's been seeing and what she's been doing and what the NGOs are struggling with. And I'm like, oh, you can do this. And so we mapped out, started mapping out what she would be doing. And it's really cool. It'll be really, really cool. If she can get this off the ground, I will be so excited for her. And she seems to be excited. I said next week, so I want her to think about this for a week. I mapped it out for her. I'm like, this is an idea that might, that includes all of her passions, all of them. And I said, if this is something that you want to pursue, I can help you organize that so that you can go pitch it, because it's absolutely fundable, absolutely fundable. This is what's for me was even so exciting to see the idea forming, because she can get venture capital for this. And it's so cool because it's actually monetized too. So it's not like one of these, because I'm really big on that. I'm like, you come up with an idea, you have a way of making money with it. Just don't come up with an idea. When you're doing a business, when you're figuring out a business, always have a way of making money with it. Always think about how you're going to make money with it. Do your passion. Always do your passion. But be realistic about it. Is there a way of making money with that? It's somewhere down the line. It doesn't have to be within the first 30 days or 60 days, but you have to have some way of making money. And you don't have to, it's not like rocket science either, because some of the stuff, it's like all out there. You just have to say, oh, you see what laterally someone is creating that's close to what you're doing, and how are they making money with it. So there you go. I mean, a lot of the internet companies don't make any money. You see they have a huge value, but they have no, they have their money resources. The way that they're making money, or they're not making money yet. They haven't figured a way of making money. That's enough. If I talked every day, I would have a very short vlog, wouldn't I? Have a wonderful day, and I would probably talk to you again this week. Probably. Bye.